Hey, it's Jules.
I'm Amanda,
I'm Karina.
and we're by Jack, and today we're reacting to the very popular r slash Am I the Asshole?
Yes. I see these all over my TikTok, like the audios. Never the act.
Yeah,
Well, like I guess there are no actual videos, but just like the randomest like slime
yeah,
making or like sand cutting, like
Roblox, Minecraft. I feel like you can put any video and people won't question it, and they'll be like part two, part two.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
because I will go to part two. I
yeah.
will keep listening.
I won't go to the original audio either. Like I will search that
No.
person's profile that posted the little Minecraft parkour, and I will
Yeah.
watch theirs.
Yeah. They're so entertaining. Do you guys have one that you want to read?
Um,
I'm so scrolly.
you okay?
Sorry.
Uh, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that baking a cake to celebrate a hobby is embarrassing? I feel like just based off the title, I too get embarrassed by simple things. So, um, we'll see. So, 27 male, have a girlfriend, 20 female, quite a age gap. We've been dating for a little over a year and recently moved in together. My girlfriend is a pretty normal person, but there's this one fictional character she's extremely obsessed with. She spends most of her free time writing fan fiction about the character and drawing art of her. A lot of her friends come from a fan group centered around this character. Basically, nearly everything in her personal life, except me, for me, revolves around her. She does have some other hobbies, baking and cooking, probably being the second biggest. I love eating the food she makes, and she loves cooking for me. Yesterday, she announced that she was going to spend the day baking a cake. She seemed really excited about this, so I asked if there was any special reason. She said that she was making a cake to celebrate the anniversary of the first time she consumed any media with her favorite character. Who remembers stuff like that? I kind of laughed a little and she said, "What's funny?" looking hurt. I said, "I don't think don't you think you're taking this a little too far? She's just a character," or something like that. Girlfriend said that she's not just a character and she's her favorite character. I said, I know, but I know that, but it's kind of embarrassing that she cares enough about a hobby to bake a cake and celebrate it. She said, "Fine, if you feel that way, you can't have any cake," and slammed the kitchen door behind her. I thought she'd cool off after she started baking. It always helps her relax, but she didn't. She took the cake to her friend's house and ended up spending the night there. I've been texting her, but she still hasn't responded. I feel like she's overreacting. It was just a little argument. Am I the asshole? Immediately, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a girl who is extremely obsessed with certain characters, as this guy
Mm-hmm.
so put it. I just like if your girlfriend likes something, like why are you like bashing on
Don't
it?
hate
Like
on it.
Yeah, don't
would
hate on your girlfriend's life.
would you just prefer that like she just only liked you? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it
that's a
kind of
little.
sounds like. She
Also,
Yeah,
doesn't
she's
have any
making a
hobbies.
cake.
Her only hobbies are like the one I like is the only one where she cooks for me, and that's the hobby I like. Um, Anything that takes her attention away from me, I don't like. I um I don't know. I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's kind of cute. She's
Yeah.
I
decorating
think
a
it's
cake for a
cute.
character.
A little
Yeah,
anniversary.
Yeah.
yeah,
And she's
I don't
baking the like he can have some of the cake, right?
yeah.
Or not anymore, but
Not anymore, but you had a chance
yeah.
to try that
yeah.
cake.
No, I oh, is it I don't know.
Also, the it says my girlfriend is a pretty normal person, but
Yeah,
there's this one.
except
I was like,
she
And
likes the
oh,
character.
yeah, how is that not
oh,
normal?
yeah.
She's extremely obsessed. Okay. I I don't know like why it's an issue. It's definitely not.
Yeah,
And she's also like you're 27 and she's 20.
Yeah,
Definitely at your
true.
two different stages of your life.
yeah.
So not that I'm like trashing on there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with an age gap, but
No.
like as a 20-year-old, I definitely think I would do the exact same thing. I
Yeah,
did, in fact, bake a cake for Harry Styles' birthday.
as you
So,
should.
yeah,
Perfect.
I was not expecting that to be. I didn't expect him to describe me.
I know when you're
Wow.
reading it and I saw the fan fiction, and then the drawing, I was like, whoa, this is a little too real.
Mm-hmm. It's a little too close to home.
Yeah. I want to say, do people comment? I don't really know how this works. Like, people are commenting. Like, people can comment on this on the
Yes,
thread, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
Um, I think I have one.
Okay.
It's kind of long. Okay. Um, but so don't judge me if I can't read because I can never read out loud.
That's
Um,
okay.
this is am I the asshole for playing Taylor Swift nonstop because my boyfriend won't stop playing Bob Dylan? Um, okay, this is really pretty silly and not to be taken too seriously. We're mostly messing with each other, I think. So no leave and sue him comments, please. So my boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years and live together. We have a lot of artists we both like, but one that he likes that I don't is Bob Dylan. I know that's controversial. I know he's a legend. I just find his voice grating. Additionally, I like Taylor Swift and he does not. We have a speaker set up in our house and in the car and both put on music often. One thing I never play outside of when I'm alone or through headphones is Taylor Swift because I know he doesn't like her. He doesn't extend the same courtesy, despite me saying 100 and more times that I don't like him and asking him to play something else, he persists. So recently, the past week, I've been playing Taylor Swift nonstop. I don't even like her that much, but every time I remember to do this petty thing, I do. At first, he was just rolling his eyes and laughing a bit, making comments that he doesn't like her, and occasionally asking her to turn it off. I do, but then play it again later, like he does with Bob Dylan. He's been seemingly playing Bob Dylan even more now, so I figured we were having some lighthearted shitting on one another. This morning, though, he came to me saying that he feels like I'm not respecting his boundaries and purposely trying to upset him. This isn't true. I was doing it to be petty and mostly thought it was funny, but I did find it hypocritical now since I'm literally doing the thing he's done for me for years. I told him how I've been doing it on purpose to make a point since he never stops playing Bob Dylan, even after I've asked him not to many times. He says it's not a big deal, he's really good. Then I applied the same logic to my Taylor Swift and he seemed to get genuinely upset and left the room. Now I kind of feel like an asshole. I wasn't trying to seriously hurt him. I thought it would be kind of funny and snarky. I going to apologize. I'm going to apologize regardless because I realize now that I was being petty and obviously upset him. But am I the asshole here? There's three edits. So edit one, he's now blasting and singing along to Bob Dylan in the other room. I don't think he was serious about being upset. Haha. Edit two, I'm reciprocating this with this is why we can't have nice things by Taylor Swift. Edit three, we talked and laughed about it. His Bob Dylan did annoy me, but I opted to F with him instead of just talking about it because it really wasn't that big of a deal. Also, he wasn't upset, he was just effing with me. We both agreed to try to stop playing these two artists in front of each other and have implemented a veto system moving forward. LOL.
Okay. So they worked it out.
They worked it out, so they
They
don't
worked it
even.
out.
They don't
They
even.
definitely seem like they have a healthy relationship.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
for them. Kudos to
Even
you
for the
guys.
little like petty fight, like
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
both communicated with each other. The only thing I have to say is if she's like, even if the fight was like petty and like not
yeah.
real, if she's not respecting his boundaries
Hmm.
for playing Taylor Swift, why isn't he respecting hers for not playing Bob Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
I just
Exactly.
if you guys feel if he's feeling the same way about Taylor Swift that she feels about Bob Dylan, why wouldn't you, I don't know, extend the same courtesy of not playing it
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
around her as often?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now they have a veto system, so now
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can veto the artists they don't like. Good for them.
Yeah.
I personally love the edits. I don't know if that's a thing for these, but just reading the edits was really funny. Also the part where she goes, I don't even like her that much. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that part that was good.
I wonder, yeah, it was, I think, honestly, I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have been petty back. I, I probably would have done that. I think it's just funny.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And at
definitely
least he
think,
wasn't actually upset.
yeah,
yeah,
no,
it's just a fun little story. I don't think it's nobody's the asshole in the situation.
Yeah, no one's the
yeah, no.
asshole. It's just a little funny banter.
That one was like fun, and some of these like just like the titles seem like super like deep. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and there's like a lot like people like at weddings. Like,
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
like. Would do people have like issues like understanding like just like how to be a decent person at a wedding? I don't know.
Mm,
Yeah, a lot of these are about weddings.
I think I found one.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
this one says, "Am I the asshole for asking my roommate's girlfriend to leave?" Okay, this person is 28 female. Their roommate, 27 male, has started having his girlfriend sleeping over. Absolutely okay with that, not a problem. What I do have a problem with is that she won't leave. I work from home, my roommate does not, and typically works 10 to 12 hours a day, leaving the house at 6 to 7 in the morning. So when he leaves, she is still here. Don't have a problem with that. It's early sleep in, that's fine. Except that she stays the whole day just in the house waiting for him to come back. So she's just here hanging out downstairs while I'm working upstairs. Since I have been working the majority of the time she has been here, I haven't really been able to talk or get to know her, so it's like a stranger is just in my house. Now, if they were dating for a few months, I might be more okay with this, but they met 2 weeks ago for the first time, and out of those 2 weeks, she has been here like 9 days for the full day. She left for a day and then came back with a backpack, and her conditioner is now in the bathroom. I've talked to my roommate about taking her home in the morning, but he has just shrugged and said that she's tired and then left for work. When I brought it up with my friend, she thought I was overreacting with how uncomfortable I am, and when I told her I was going to ask the girlfriend to leave, she said I was kind of being an asshole because you can't just ask someone to leave without being one. But now I'm working and she used to sleep on the couch for the fifth day in a row, and I kind of just want her to leave. Would I be the asshole for doing this, or should I call my roommate and make him tell her to leave, or should I just continue leaving her, stay here, letting her stay here? Hmm.
2 weeks?
I
Yeah.
definitely
Um,
I I
it,
don't think he would be in the wrong for doing. I mean, it's his shared space.
yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely shouldn't be there if the boyfriend's not there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
But
That's what, yeah.
I think he should bring the concern up to the roommate first.
I think,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it, because it's like they said, it's a stranger in the room and it's making them uncomfortable because
Yeah.
the roommate is not there. It's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
but
feel like he should probably
talk
say
about it.
to the roommate and then have
Hmm.
the roommate talk to the girlfriend. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know how I feel about the girlfriend staying when the boyfriend
Is not there.
isn't there.
Yeah.
It would
I mean, like,
definitely
I get the early hours, but
it
Hmm.
would definitely be different if they were friends, like the roommate and the
Yeah.
girlfriend.
yeah,
Yeah.
And maybe it could get to that point, but right now it's not
It's
at
not
that
there.
point because it's 2 weeks. It's the 2 weeks.
yeah.
Hmm.
And like
Yeah.
working, like you're not gonna be trying to get to know your roommate's girlfriend while you're working.
Hmm. Yeah, I know.
And
So
this next,
no to being an asshole. I think
yeah,
Yeah, no.
your
It's
feelings are
valid.
valid.
Yeah.
it's your space as well.
Your
Yeah.
space. Yeah. No,
Um,
not an asshole.
no, not
I
an asshole.
agree.
This next
Um,
one is short. It's am I the
mhm.
asshole for not doing my flatmate's dishes? Wait. It's actually am I the asshole for not doing my flatmate's dishes? His flatmate who
Mhm.
uh,
Thank
Should I
you.
just do
Thank you
it
for that.
in my
Yeah.
god awful British accent the whole time?
You should just keep reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 6 days ago, I decided to stop doing my flatmate's dishes, and I noticed it was getting excessive, and I don't have much energy at the moment to deal with other people's mess. So I've been doing my own dishes and neatly stacking my flatmate's dishes by the sink. There's quite a pile of them at this point. She came home and told me that I'm being rude for not simply doing her dishes while I am doing mine. She says it is not the first time I've done this, and that is a polite thing to do to help each other out around the house. She claims that I clean up after me all the time, and got very angry when I stated I disagreed with this. I am definitely the cleaner person between the two of us, and I like to keep the house, especially the kitchen, clean. She made comments about me being neurotic about cleanliness in the past. My flatmate does not tend to deep clean during the week, but not or deep clean on the weekend, but not during the week. Um, I don't care if she doesn't do her dishes. This is very poorly written, may
I
I
was like,
just say.
huh?
It doesn't make any sense, but from what I can tell, is you just the roommates or the flatmates argument is that she cleans up after whoever this is speaking. But I don't know, dishes I feel like are gross.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anyone else's dishes but my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like doing other people's
I
dishes.
don't like doing. Yeah. Yeah.
This was very
Yeah.
poorly written.
Just
Sorry.
do your dishes right after you use them.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
put them in the dishwasher. I don't,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your own
make it easier
dishes.
for everyone,
Yeah.
you know?
Make a system or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just do my dishes right after I use it just because so I
Yeah.
don't
It's
forget.
easier. Yeah.
And if your roommate has a problem saying that they're cleaning up after you, so you do the dishes, if that's a problem they're having cleaning up after you, maybe they should speak to you about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dishes are just gross.
Yeah. I don't like
These are like again, I'm watching like the TikToks. I feel like it's like all the stories get very repetitive. So I
Yeah.
don't know if everyone's just having the same universal experience or what. I would, I don't know.
Mm. This one is super short. It was, am I the asshole for eating sushi and drinking in front of my pregnant wife? I, 29 male, and my wife, 25 female, have been married for 3 years. She's currently 29 weeks pregnant. And yesterday we went to this Japanese restaurant that we would always go to normally. You'd get sushi, and this place also has daiquiri? I don't know how to say that. Daiquiri?
Zachary?
Ice. So we would also get those. Well, my wife asked me if I could get something else, and I turned her down and got my usual. I also decided I would have a daiquiri ice. After I ate, she walked out and left me to pay for our meals. She's now staying at her mother's house, and I've been getting multiple emails, calls, etc. from her family calling me an asshole. So am I the asshole here?
Awkward silence. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know, cause
Okay, this is how I feel about it. If
Mhm.
a man got me pregnant and I have to go through everything, like, and you're going through it too. Like, if I can't drink caffeine, you can't
Yeah,
drink caffeine. If I can't do this, you can't do that. Let's
yeah.
just I don't know. Especially like if she's wanting it,
yeah.
Hmm.
and like, because what if you're creating a craving that she can't like satisfy? I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
As
she
someone
really.
who loves sushi, like, and I was
Mhm.
pregnant and couldn't eat it, and then my husband was in front of me eating the sushi that I want to be eating, I'd be
Mhm.
like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm okay with like if like they can drink caffeine, like, or like they could drink. But I think for me, like, cause I just love sushi. I feel like certain things, like if I like yeah, like if I'm craving it, don't eat in front of me. I feel like that's like
Yeah,
a general rule, even if I wasn't pregnant.
definitely. I don't know. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of guys that like also like sacrifice things because
Hmm.
whoever's carrying the baby, um,
Yeah.
yeah, like is sacrificing a lot, or they're
Yeah,
sacrificing their body. So I don't.
Yeah.
exactly. For y'all's kid.
I
So,
don't think it would be hard to just not eat the sushi or drink
yeah.
alcohol in front of them. Like, just go do that on your own time, maybe.
Yeah. Do it while you're not in front of
Wow.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to rub
Yeah.
it in. So this one says, am I the asshole for refusing to be a bridesmaid and the way I said it? Okay, yep, sounds like a big deal. Why are you doubting yourself? But I'm kind of ashamed for the reasons. But my boyfriend thinks that I'm not the asshole, but I want an unbiased opinion. Last year, my 25-year-old sister G was proposed to, and I couldn't be happier for her. She truly loves this 26-year-old guy, and to be honest, he's great. The problem was that he was one of my best friends, H's ex, and their breakup was ugly and it affected everyone for months, especially after the 2-month date when he started dating my sister. All hell broke loose. There were sides, and that was uglier than the actual breakup. No one spoke to me for weeks because I didn't choose a side. Only my 27-year-old boyfriend and M talked to me. For this reason, when G asked me to be one of her bridesmaids, I said no. I couldn't deal with the emotional fallout that would occur. She asked me what I meant and I told her. G, I'm sorry, but you knew getting with H's ex would cause drama for me, and now you want me in your wedding? G said, God, I always knew you would choose her. You were never loyal to family. Me. I haven't chosen anyone. I just don't want to lose my friends because I decided to be in your bridal party. Sorry, not birthday. I will still be there supporting you on the day, but I can't be in the wedding. G. Leave. And that's how the conversation went. As soon as I left hers, my parents and extended family messaged me and told me all the family's first speeches, and it broke me. I love my family, but I just can't be in her wedding knowing that I would lose friends. So Reddit, am I the asshole? And then there's an edit. Okay, this blew up. I'm going to address something I saw in the comments. Sis didn't talk to me either for weeks because I didn't choose a side. My friends started talking to me sooner than she did. My friends were my family in high school. H and G's fiance broke up 2 years ago. My parents said even with when H and X were together, that X and G would be so cute together. I was NC with my whole family during uni. Currently, I'm LC. I had severe depression and anxiety when I was a teenager. This was due to me being a scapegoat for either my parents or siblings' mistakes. I have ADHD, which my parents never accepted, so they didn't get me tested. My friends helped me get tested and covered some of the cost and everything. My parental figures were my scout leaders, as one of them had a son who also had ADHD and understood what I was going through. I had no one else of my friends for a long time. 2 years ago, I was lucky because I was living with M and my boyfriend. My parents were really nothing but donors. The only reason I went from NC to LC was to try and reconcile with my siblings. I also want to say thanks for everyone's judgments. I'll give everyone an update while I can. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that their real parents were not really there for them. Their friends
And
were.
that their friends were.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's kind of why they chose, not choose, but that's why they don't want to be in the wedding.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like the whole choosing sides thing is very like juvenile. Like, I don't know. Like, it's
Yeah.
very like, I don't know.
Childish.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't think like if they felt that like that's what's best for them to not be in the wedding party, I don't think that it would be an issue. Like, if it's
yeah,
been 2 years and they're still hung up on the breakup, that's like their problem to deal with. I
yeah,
definitely don't think it's their problem.
yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's not.
I also think like people are allowed to say no to being a
Yeah,
bride. Like you don't have to like say yes to becoming a bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, and
Yeah.
you're not an
Also
asshole for
expensive.
denying. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not an asshole for, saying that you
For
don't want to
saying
be a part of
no.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be allowed to say no without there being any big
Yeah.
drama
Yeah.
behind it.
She could also just simply want to be the sister of the bride and not a
Yeah.
bridesmaid. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
You can go to the wedding without, being
Yeah.
a part of the
Without
bridal
being part of
party.
it.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it definitely would be different if she were closer to her family, but since
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's not the case,
Yeah.
and she's closer to her friends, I think her still being respectful and showing up to the wedding and
Yeah.
her friends, I don't know, being supportive of that they're obviously okay with that if that's what she's deciding what's gonna happen. So
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
hey, this next one is, am I the asshole for not inviting a friend to a concert? Hello. So I'm a 22 female, and I'm friends with two other girls the same age. Let's call one Lana and the other Maria. A couple of weeks ago, there was an artist in town that Lana and I really liked, but Maria didn't like as much. And all three of us talked about the concert and ended up agreeing that it was too expensive. Then on the week of the concert, the prices dropped a lot. Maria was out of town on a trip, so I texted Lana asking if she wanted to go. It was her favorite artist, and she'd never been to a concert before. We ended up getting some cheap tickets last minute. The day before the concert, Maria texts us and says she's back in town. We didn't know she was going to be back in town this early, and TBH, since she didn't mention liking the artist that much and we had already purchased the tickets, we thought it would be fine to just go to the concert without mentioning it to her until we saw her the next time. We saw her the week after the concert and she was very distant. Then she brought up the concert and she said that she was very shocked by our behavior and the fact that we went to the concert without her. She said it didn't matter that she didn't like them or that we didn't know she was back in town already and that we should have texted her before we bought tickets just in case. She said she was very upset and couldn't believe that we did that to her. I apologized to her and I said I didn't know that she would be back in town or that she was interested in going. Then mentioned that next time we will make sure to text her before buying tickets to another concert. After apologizing, she was so upset, and honestly, I didn't even ask my friend Lana if she enjoyed her first concert ever. Am I the asshole for this? I just wanted an outside perspective. Thank you.
Wait, so the friend doesn't like the artist.
Yeah, as she said, they said Lana and I really liked, but Maria didn't like as much.
Yeah.
I,
Hmm.
Um, I
I don't. I
I don't
mean,
think they're an asshole,
yeah, I don't think
no.
because they don't like the.
and it's not like they did it on purpose.
So, yeah, it wasn't.
They were out of
Um.
town. I think the person's out of
Mhm.
town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Like,
like
like
as
the
a
rush of it. Oh, sorry, continue.
yeah, no go ahead.
Oh, I was saying the rush of like finding tickets and like needing to buy things ASAP. Like, I'm not gonna be texting every other person asking if they want to go because I'm gonna be trying to get the tickets as fast as I
Mhm.
can.
I mean, yeah, I'm a person that goes to a lot of concerts. So when I'm like buying, I'm not going like, oh, let me ask every single one of my friends
Yeah.
if they want to go with me. I'm gonna go, oh wait, like
Exactly.
this one person, like I talk to them about them a lot. So like let me ask if they want to go. Or sometimes I
Hmm.
don't even like I feel like concerts because of like pricing and because of like a whole experience, like not everybody's obligated to invite everybody.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Especially if she doesn't like the artist that much.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it's not a
Yeah.
requirement that you have to tell everyone.
definitely not the asshole.
No,
No.
no, not the asshole.
Your friend Maria, the one with the FOMO, is though,
Yeah.
for trying to make you feel guilty about a concert experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one, but it's really
Okay.
short.
Go ahead.
Am I the asshole for winning a squishmallow? I, 32 female, just got back from my family reunion from my husband's from for my husband's side of the family. It was great fun. I do a raffle on the last day where you buy tickets to put in for items various family members donated. The money goes towards paying for the reunion expenses. They draw a random ticket as the winner. I bought $50 worth of tickets, 60 tickets total, and let each of my three kids have some to put in for items that they wanted. My husband and I had 15 each at the end, and he said that there was nothing jumping out at him, so I could have his. I put all 30 tickets in for a squishmallow. It was cute, and my kids never let me borrow one of theirs for movie night, so I was thinking of getting one anyway. Lo and behold, I won the squishmallow, much to the chagrin, I don't know how to read this word, of several young girls. Apparently, this is one of the items that had the most interest, and I didn't know that. The daughter of one of my husband's cousins came up to me congratulating me on winning it. She looked really sad and mentioned several times that she really wanted it, and she put in so many tickets to try and win it. And this was the one that was missing from her collection. It made me feel awkward, and I asked a few people if maybe I should have given it to her. My SIL said no, and so did my husband. But he added that it was a little unfair that I put in that many tickets into a kid's toy, and that I had an unfair advantage because they presumably have more money to spend on tickets than they did. I wasn't intending to beat out little kids and teenagers, and it was never a guarantee that I would win anyway. Am I the asshole for winning?
It sounds like when like you're like eating Cheetos and a kid comes up to you, oh my god, that's my favorite snack.
Yeah,
That's my favorite. That's my
Yes,
favorite.
I love that
Did
one.
you know that Cheetos are my favorite? Oh, I really wish I
yes.
had some Cheetos right now.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
it's definitely that's what it's giving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How big is her collection if it's the only one she's missing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is it a rare one? Like, I don't know how
Mhm.
schedules work. Like, was it
I don't
rare?
I don't I don't think it's
I don't think you're an asshole. It's a
No, I don't
raffle.
think they're
I'm
It was a
also
raffle.
very
It is
much
a raffle.
very much a supporter of taking candy from children. So keep up the work. Go win more.
Yeah, it's a raffle. Like what? Like I don't know. And she wanted
Yeah.
one. Why is like squishmallows aren't just for kids, right?
No, they're not. And she
No,
didn't know
there's
that the kid wanted it, so
I'm
Yeah,
sure that
like
there was about 20 other kids in the audience that wanted it too. So,
yeah.
yeah.
and adults, like it, I feel like Squishmallows, like I've seen, like it's a very big, like kind of cultish thing around them. Rightfully so. I have one and they're like super comfy. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Yeah. I
children
don't.
just
Not the asshole. Not
Not
the
the
asshole.
asshole.
not, yeah.
No,
Should we
just a
move on
raffle
or
winner.
yes.
Yeah.
I have one that's kind of short. Okay. Am I the asshole for using my shoe to flush a toilet? So this seems rather dumb. I was out having lunch at a restaurant with friends. I had to use the facilities and a friend came with me. I guess she saw me through the crack in the door or whatever because she asked me why I kicked my leg up in the stall. I said I was flushing the toilet. I like to keep from possibly touching someone else's bodily fluid, residue, or fecal matter if I can, even if I'm going to wash my hands directly afterward. She got offended. She said it was an asshole thing to do. I asked why, and she said because some people can't wash their hands after using the restroom. Of course, I asked too, and she said elderly, small children, and people with disabilities. This is news to me because I know people in each category and I'm pretty sure they can wash their hands after using the restroom. And besides, even if they couldn't, they are getting germs on their fingers either way. She said it's still an asshole thing to do regardless, but I don't think so. Sorry, I forgot to say that she claims the bottoms of shoes are dirtier than hands that have germs after cleaning with toilet paper. Okay, why were they looking through the
That
Yeah.
was the first thing.
Right.
through the restroom stall?
Like, oh, I
Uh,
noticed you kicked your leg up. Also, really cute underwear. Where'd you get them?
Like,
yeah, why were you looking?
cause how and or like how big was the bathroom stall crack? Like,
Yeah.
cause those aren't that big. Like, unless
Mm,
you're like peeking through.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Also,
I don't.
I'm sorry, can't wash their hands.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty.
What do you mean elderly and small
I
children
think
and disabled
Yeah.
people can't wash their hands? It sounds like somebody that's like chronically online. I don't know.
Mm.
Mm.
And I've definitely kicked over to flush the toilet because I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
Just like
especially
I use
COVID.
my elbow to like swipe the
Yeah.
door lock and like I don't.
Yeah.
I will
It's
avoid touching
Yeah.
anything with my hands.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
anything. Even if I do wash my hands.
Yeah, not the
I
asshole.
don't see why that's an issue at all. Like
No.
Not the
also feel
asshole.
like it was kind of a self-report about the some people can't wash their hands or like
Mm-hmm.
don't wash
Mm,
their hand like self-report.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not an asshole.
No.
You're just trying to not get germs.
Yeah. You don't know what was on that thing, so it's valid.
Especially like, mm-mm,
Yeah, public
mm-mm,
restrooms too.
true.
Everyone touches that.
It sounds kind of fun. It's am I the asshole for lubing up my thighs? Posting this because the incident happened earlier, and I can't get it out of my head. A friend and I were exploring a city and went to a bunch of art museums, and we're headed to brunch. It's hot right now, and I was wearing a dress to prevent. So to prevent thigh chafing, I brought and applied some friction rub. After visiting the museum, we walked to the bus stop and back headed to the back of the bus. Um, I got out the friction rub bar and started putting some on my thighs. There was a lady also sitting at the back of the bus who immediately began commenting on it loudly to the person she was on the phone with about how I had sprayed something and she could smell it. My friend and I ignored her. After a couple of stops, she addressed me and told me that she couldn't believe that with COVID and everything, that I was spraying stuff on my genitals in public. I explained that it wasn't a spray, and I actually showed her the product that I used on my thighs, and she began recording me and narrated again that she couldn't believe it happened. I said that I wasn't okay with being recorded, and she explained again that it wasn't, and explained again that it wasn't a spray, and asked my friend to confirm that. Then that didn't make sense. They continued to talking about the smell and ignored my response that it was unscented. She kept yelling at me, so my friend and I got off the bus early and walked, just trying to figure out if I should have apologized for something.
No.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't
wait, what
think.
does COVID have to do with it?
Yeah.
I feel like COVID like makes more sense that people are spraying stuff.
Yeah, I
Like
was
we've
like,
got spray hand
yeah,
sanitizer, like this.
Lysol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I don't think they're an asshole for
wait, did
that.
she say why she was doing it in the bus though?
yeah. I don't. That's what I think the only issue is. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, in public,
Like, do what
yeah,
you need to do to prevent the chafing, but like on the bus?
on the bus. That's true.
But like, definitely didn't need to. You don't need to say sorry if they were recording you and you know
Mhm.
accusing
mhm.
you of that. Um,
Mhm.
Honestly, though, the bringing friction rub for chafing,
that's smart.
that's really smart.
Mhm.
Because I've seen people like baby powder or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know where she got the spray from.
No, it was. But she said it wasn't a spray, right?
Yeah. Also, the lady just sounds like
Yeah.
a Karen. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
pull that. She's like, oh, let me record
The phone.
this.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
were spraying stuff
It's so.
during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID.
During COVID.
Yeah. What the heck does that have to do with
I have
COVID?
no idea what her thought process
Like,
was.
what does that have to do with COVID? Confused. But yeah.
All that this has learned, or that I've learned from this, is that people are stupid, and I can't read out loud.
Yeah, I can't read out loud.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
definitely think my favorite one was the Taylor Swift one. That was
Yeah,
that was
I love
good.
little petty like arguments.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one was good. And no
Mhm.
one got hurt. There was no
Yeah.
asshole, you know.
Yeah.
They were healthy and communicated their issues.
Yeah, exactly. Setting boundaries, the
Yes,
veto rule.
boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of this
That
podcast.
that was fun.
We had a
Really
lot of
fun.
fun reading these.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want more.
Yes. They're so
um,
fun to read.
there's so
Or if
many.
there's any other Reddit, like
Yes.
r slash other things we should react to, because
Mhm.
Reddit's always an interesting place to be.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Something maybe not as popular
Yeah.
because there's a lot to go through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
listening,
listening
y'all.
and watching if you're
Yes.
watching us.
Check out our first one that's out. It came out a
Mhm.
couple days ago. If
Yeah.
you're going into college and want some advice.
Yes.
Mhm.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.